Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, it's been a long time coming, but we're finally doing a video in front of the new YouTube set, so shout out to that new YouTube set in the background. In this video right here, we wanted to talk about Keith One Time Thuman. We wanted to talk about him because he's been in the news a lot lately. Everyone's calling him out. You got Sean Porter coming out, calling him out. Errol Spence calling him out. Danny Garcia won 3 matches as well. And I was looking at Keith Thurman, and I was just thinking to myself, man, like this is a guy in Keith Thurman who's obviously a talented fighter, who's obviously an exciting fighter, who's obviously someone that I would be led to believe that most boxing fans enjoy watching fight. But let's take it back 4 years ago. Let's go back to 2014. Keith Thurman is on the come up. He's knocking out the likes of Diego Chavez. He looks like the goods, and there is definitely a lot of fire to Keith Thurman back in those days, right? And it just seems like from my perspective and a lot of other boxing fans' perspective that the fire that once burned so deep within Keith Thurman has slowly died down, and I think to and I'm gonna say it like this: I think Keith Thurman has become like Floyd Mayweather, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean he's become like Floyd Mayweather in the sense that he doesn't want to risk anything. He's fighting one time a year, but the difference between him and Floyd Mayweather is Floyd Mayweather had box office type of numbers. Floyd Mayweather, his work ethic and the way he would train for fights was, up there with any athlete in the world. And you got Keith Thurman ballooning up in between fights, getting looking fatter on the sides. So he's not like Mayweather in terms of the work ethic, but he's Mayweather in terms of him being a straight diva, because he's been a diva, and it's I say that because I still like watching him fight. I wouldn't call myself a fan anymore. I'm kind of like slowly but surely just like Keith Thurman to me is just another fighter that I like watching fight. He's not someone that I would classify as a favorite of mine, but a guy that I like to watch fight. He looks real fatter on the sides. He admitted himself that prior to the fight with Sean Porter, and I know this is kind of relevant, but he did mention this. He said that he didn't have insurance for the first Sean Porter fight, so that's why he's reluctant to get in there with him. Like when they were talking, he mentioned that. He doesn't want to leave on to fight anybody, and it's getting ridiculous. Like, he admitted himself to Sean Porter's face that he will only fight Sean Porter when he wants, or when one of the WBC or any sanctioning body mandates the fight. And we all know that the WBC is on some funny business right now with Keith Thurman in that title in the 147-pound division, because Sean Porter has been in the mandatory spot for quite some time right now. And they haven't really came out and said that Danny Garcia and Sean Porter are going to fight. And they haven't really came out and said that, Sean Porter should fight Keith Thurman. So it's just a lot of funny business there. He then would go on to admit that he needs a tune-up fight, right? But then when they ask him about Jesse Vargas, a guy he was supposed to fight, he says, "Oh, if I beat Jesse Vargas, that does nothing for me." So then the guy was like, "Oh, well, that's a tune-up fight." And Keith he doesn't want to fight Jesse Vargas. So he doesn't want to fight Jesse Vargas. He doesn't want to fight Sean Porter. He sure as hell doesn't want to fight Errol Spence. We damn know he don't want to fight Manny Pacquiao, because ain't none of these damn welterweights running to fight Manny Pacquiao. We're gonna get into that in a little later on. And it's just getting to a point where like now he's ducking his mandatories like Floyd. And I don't know, man. Like he could come out right now and say, "I want to fight this guy," and he'd probably get the fight. It's really that simple for him. You're the unified champion. There's nobody out there, unless they're idiots, that are not going to try and fight you, because for the most part, the rule in boxing is if you get a call for the title, you fight for the damn title. It doesn't matter if it's on short notice, early notice, or it's right on time. You fight the damn fight, because you don't get opportunities like that every day, especially to fight for 2 belts, let alone 1. And that could, if you win it, that could take you to another level as far as money, business opportunities. So with Keith, I don't know, man. It's becoming real sad. It really is becoming sad. I ain't mad at him fighting a tune-up. I kind of agree with Sean Porter. Like, pick someone already. Just get your career moving, because ever since basically, I'm gonna say the Guerrero fight? Yeah, after the Guerrero fight, really after the Robert Guerrero fight, it's been a massive struggle for Keith Thurman to stay active, to stay relevant, to even like the fact that a guy like Keith Thurman hasn't become a transcendent star in the sport of boxing. That should right there let you know everything you need to know. A guy who is as well spoken as he is, as good as he is, as exciting as he is. That's someone that should have that's someone that should have more of a profile than he has. And you can go look at his his social media. Like I know he's not as big of a social media guy as a lot of other fighters, but the fact of the matter is, this is a guy who we once all looked at as having massive potential. And he fulfilled some of it. Became unified champion, but at the same time, he's left a lot to be desired. And a lot of boxing fans are, for lack of a better term, just getting sick of his shit. So it reminds us a lot of Mayweather. You see fans, you see fans running up on Keith Thurman in public and saying that he's ducking guys and he don't like it, and he's yelling at fans and all this stuff. So even deep down himself, he is frustrated with what fans are saying about him, regardless of what he may say or how he may word it. He's getting frustrated with it, and it's just really unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. I'm gonna wait to see what happens with his career. But the thing, if you go on Fight Hub, he did a video about Jesse Vargas. The thing he said about when they asked him about Jesse Vargas, the way he talked about that was just very alarming to me. Like, you say you need a tune-up fight, then you say beating him does nothing for you, but then then that would be classified as a tune-up fight, and you seem reluctant to take it. I'm not saying Jesse Vargas to beat him because I would probably pick Keith, but I'm just saying it looks bad on your end. So that's my opinion. Keith has been relegated, in my opinion, and this is my opinion and my perspective, but Keith has been relegated to a bootleg Floyd Mayweather. He's Floyd Mayweather without A+ skills, A+ work ethic, and great pay-per-view numbers. So yeah, that's just what it is, and I want to get my thoughts known there on that, and I'll be talking more about Keith here in a second. So you guys, let me know what you think in the comments about what I'm saying, and I'm kind of rambling. I'm not, just let me know in the comments. Take the time to subscribe. And you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.